back to my channel. Hello if you are new here. So you asked for it. It is time for a Gucci belt and Valentino belt comparison video. I am very loyal to my Gucci belt and I have had one since, well, Gucci belts were first a thing, to be honest. I only recently got the Valentino belt. I got it late to the party so I could show you guys an unboxing, and I thought, you know what, I need to put these two side by side. I would argue they are the most popular designer belts on the market, and a lot of people comment on my Gucci belt videos and they say to me, how do you feel about the Valentino belt? So I thought, well, I will just put them both in the same video and then we can talk about it that way. So I have done singular videos of both belts, which I will link below if you would like a recap. But let's just do a comparison side by side. So first things first, the leather. The Valentino belt feels a lot thinner. Now this is made with calf leather, and for some reason it's just a thinner cut. Now on the close-ups you're going to be able to see it's just generally thinner, whereas the Gucci belt, one thing that always strikes me with it is just how thick the belt is in comparison. Now what I would say is this is a smooth leather, and this is like super smooth. The Valentino belt is like the smoothest leather I've ever seen to touch, and you can also get grained leather with Gucci as well, but it does depend which belt you buy. As you know, with both of these belts there are so many different styles and types. I'm showing you just the standard traditional best-selling Gucci belt. I actually really like the thin version as well. And then I'm showing you the Valentino reversible belt. Now everything I'm mentioning is going to be linked below in the description box. Just click show more or click the little arrow. So this is the reversible one, and it's super easy to reverse. To begin with, you're going to feel like you're breaking the belt, but you basically just push it out and switch the belt buckle. Now what I would say is that this feels a bit amateur and a bit cheaply done in comparison to the reversible Gucci belt. Now I say this obviously isn't the reversible one, but if you watch my video on the reversible Gucci belt, it's more of a mechanism. It has metal here and you just literally turn it. It's a bit difficult to start with, but you can tell that a lot of expense has gone into it in comparison to this one where you literally just pull it off and flip it round. But that's up to you. The Valentino belt is more squared at the bottom, whereas the Gucci belt is rounded. Now, doesn't really matter because it's going to be tucked into your belt loop anyway. I have always gone for round belts, but actually seeing the square of the Valentino belt, I think it's super classy. In terms of the buckles, I've got to say I feel like the Gucci belt is such better quality. You could literally knock someone out with this belt buckle. It's so heavy, it's such good quality, and the Valentino belt feels a lot lighter. I mean, great if you're going traveling because this isn't going to take up all the kgs in your case, whereas this one might take up a kg or so. In terms of the hardware, you guys are here because you like logos, I'm sure, or you probably wouldn't be looking at these heavily logoed belts. I personally am a sucker for a logo. The Gucci belt says that it's made with brass hardware, whereas the Valentino belt says that it has a brass hardware finish, which makes me wonder, and I've done a lot of research on this and can't really find the answers, is the Gucci belt actual brass and is this more just like coated? I'm not sure. I mean, when you tap it sounds pretty brass, but in comparison the Gucci belt is just a lot heavier. So I would say the Gucci belt is definitely more of a robust, lifelong belt. And the Valentino belt just feels a little bit flimsier. It still feels like a great belt, but it depends what you want. I know a lot of people are kind of maybe over the Gucci belt right now, or maybe over the one that's this size and are wanting like the slimmer one because they think it's a bit more modern. I actually did a video saying, you know, are Gucci belts still a thing in 2021? And they definitely are, particularly because they do so many different colours now. So in the Gucci belt you can pretty much get any colour you want. You can get reversible, and you don't even have to get this traditional double G buckle anymore. They have amazing ones like covered in pearls, or you can get the one that looks like snakes. It depends what you want. And I feel like that's why a lot of people have moved towards Valentino, because they have the Gucci belt, they wear it. The cost per wear is pretty much free when you get a Gucci belt because you get so much wear out of it. You know, it goes really nice with jeans, it goes really nice and sits on the waist. The Valentino belt, I actually popped it on with a white jumper and thought it looked really good. I got this in a size 70. Now the sizes will both be similar because they're both made in Italy, so I'd like to assume that the sizes will be similar. But I got this in a size 70 and that only fit around my waist. So my biggest advice with Gucci belts and Valentino belts is size up. So it said that a size 70 was for a size 6 to an 8, and honestly it only fits around my waist. You are way better to get a much bigger belt and then just go and get some holes added into it. It's such a better thing to do. You can get that done at like a local cobbler or something wherever you are. I also have the brown one to show you because I feel like this is the most amazing belt to to go for kind of that like rustic vibe, that Californian vibe. I think it looks so good with like a crisp white shirt or blue jeans. For me, this is more like the summer and autumn belt. This is very kind of winter, or if your wardrobe is monochrome. And of course, with this baby, you get the best of both worlds. You know, you are literally getting 2 belts in one. You don't need to buy these 2 because this belt does both of them. I personally think the Valentino belt looks better as a waist belt, whereas what I love about the Gucci belts is that truly they are so versatile. I think they look just as good around the waist with a jumper or a dress, and just as good when they are sat on your hips wearing jeans. A lot of people ask me how to find if a Gucci belt is fake. Now the links I'm going to leave below for you guys to shop are all verified links, and I would always recommend ordering from verified links. I buy mine from the Gucci website because at the moment you get a free tote with it that says Gucci on it. Honestly, it's worth ordering just to get the tote. Such a nice extra present. And basically Gucci belts are one continuous piece of leather. So if someone sells you one, or you buy one that has a break in the leather, know that that means it's not real. And Valentino belt is exactly the same. It's one continuous piece of leather. These are crafted in Italy and they really are beautiful. And something that I found out on Gucci's website that I think is really interesting is that as of 2018, Gucci's own operations and its supply chain have been entirely carbon neutral, and they're dedicated to continuing this commitment, well, for the rest of time, I guess, and that really stood out to me. I think that's really nice. It's a really nice point if you are buying something, because I would say that these belts are forever purchases. They're the kind of things that you're going to have in your wardrobe. I have had this for years and years, and honestly, I don't take care of things very well. I have a dust bag, obviously, and it generally does sit in its dust bag, but it's travelled around the world with me. I've worn it so many times, and it's just fine. Like, it doesn't have any wear and tear. The brown one has a little bit more wear and tear, but I think that's because it's more of a natural colour in comparison to the black, so bear that in mind when you are deciding on the colours. And obviously the Valentino is brand new out of the box, so I can't talk about the wear and tear on that, but obviously you've got the black and the brown side, so Gucci belts, super robust. One other thing that I'm always asked is, do these belts go into Black Friday sales or Christmas sales? Now I'm gonna leave my Instagram handle on screen, Sheldon. If you come and follow me on Instagram, I always tell people when the best sales are on, and I will leave a blog post below to all my best Black Friday sales so you can see what was in the sale last year. However, I have never in my entire life seen a Gucci belt on sale, not even with 10% discount. Generally, Gucci has a little star next to it on all the websites, meaning that they do not take part in sales. I've seen some Gucci bags on sales either at Vista Village or on the Outnet. I'll leave the link below to that, but never any of these traditional Gucci belts on there because they're just their best sellers. In terms of Valentino does tend to go in the sale. I always see their bags in the sale, but again, I haven't actually seen their belts on sale, so maybe this year will be the one, and I will be sure to let you know if they do go on sales. So last but not least, pricing. The prices are very similar. They both vary from around £250 to £350, but it does depend what size you get, whether you get the small buckle and the small belt. Obviously that's going to be a lot cheaper, whereas the reversible Valentino is just about the same price as the standard Gucci. Gucci can go super expensive if you're going to get the pill ones and stuff, so it's completely up to you. So leave any questions below. I know that was just a whistle-stop tour, but hopefully that helps. To summarise, I would say that the Gucci belt is a lot thicker, it feels a lot more robust, and it's a lot heavier. Completely depends what you want, because some people would prefer a bit more of a dainty belt. If you already have the Gucci belt and you are in the market for a new designer belt so that you can switch it up, the Valentino belt is stunning, and personally I think it looks amazing around the waist. I would just say definitely size up, because there's definitely not as much give in it in comparison to the Gucci belt. Both belts are such beautiful wardrobe staples and will be amazing for autumn, winter, and I just think they're just really nice pieces, aren't they? And it's nice to see something come and compete with Gucci, because Gucci has been the only kind of designer belt for so long. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come say hi on Instagram at Sheldon, and leave any comments below with any questions. Bye!